Hey everybody, today I want to introduce you to a brand new hydrangea that I'm experimenting with. It's called the Love-A-Lot Pink, and the reason why I say I'm experimenting with it is because it's officially only rated down to a zone 5. Now, here in Posen, we're officially a zone 5A. However, we have really late frost and a short growing season, so a lot of zone 5 plants don't really do quite that well with us. So I want to test this out. Now, I'm pretty confident with it because most of the other paniculata varieties are, hardy like down to zone 4. So I'm hoping that the only reason why this one's zone 5 is because I know the grower is down in Ohio, and so I'm hoping that maybe they just rated to zone 5 because they know that it grows well in zone 5 and they haven't really tested it. So to really put it to the test, I'm going to be keeping them in these grow bags all winter long with zero protection. It's just going to be the exposed grow bag. I'm going to put them in the driveway, which is a wide open space, so they're going to be hit with wind, they're going to get the snow, they're going to get a little bit of everything. And I figure if they can survive that, that's going to definitely put them not just into zone 5, but even lower, because these roots aren't going to be as protected as they would in the soil. So with that extra exposure, if they can make it through the winter and thrive, I'm going to be very confident in recommending them and saying that they are good for, Michigan winters. So that's kind of the plan. Now, to tell you a little about it, as I'm trimming, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. So what this one is known for is having these really huge flower heads, and they are gargantuan. I mean, they're at least the size of a limelight, but they're actually very dense flower heads on them. So I'm, kind of happy to see that. I'm excited about it. They get a really nice pink color as well. But the thing I'm most impressed with is the sturdy stems. Now, if you watch some of my kind of hydrangea experiments in the past, you might remember I had done an experiment where I had trained a hydrangea to kind of only have like 1 or 2 kind of stems growing up with flowers on it, and I was able to get the flower heads really big like this. This one does it without it, and and it has these strong stems. When I was talking to the grower, their rep, he had said, they were able to get the flower heads really big for years, but their big goal was to get it so that it would be able to hold the stems on their own. And I am thoroughly impressed with how they managed to do this, because this is truly one of the kind of strongest stems I've seen, especially because this plant isn't really all that old compared to some of our other hydrangeas. So the fact that it's doing this well is really a good sign. So I'm just trimming this like I would any other panicle hydrangea. I'm looking for kind of wayward branches. I'm counting my leaf nodes. Those are the bulges where the leaves come out. I'm making sure that there's, in most cases, at least 2 leaf nodes. Sometimes there's 3, 4, or 5, depending on how I'm, it's growing. But, that's kind of where I'm at with this. Let's see what else I can pull out of here. So I do think, like, when they were when they started to get their color, they get a really nice pink color. It's a very attractive color as well. So I'm just kind of curious to see how this goes. Now you can see these are growing really horizontally along the skirt. I want to get rid of those because I really don't want my hydrangea growing along the ground. I notice I'd like to encourage more growth over on this side, but I think this is what I can do with it. I think I'm going to get growth there. Let's see. I think I'm going to just leave that there. Well, there's 2 there, so if I go there a little bit lower there, hey, it's all guesswork here. So once I get these kind of grouped up, I'm going to go take them over down by the driveway, put them into place. Next spring, I'll hook them into the irrigation and treat them just like all of our others. So these are not going to get any special treatment. They're going to be out there. They're going to be fully exposed. And hopefully by, we'll say, June 1st, I'm going to be able to tell you, are they a yay or a nay? Definitely we'll know when we get to the end of July, when we look at the flowers, how well it's doing. So let's wait and see.